Y'all, it's a time of year when people are traveling, the weather's cool, um, the holidays are over, and people are looking for something to do. Not too far from where we live in Columbus, Georgia, up above Atlanta, there's a little town called Helen, Georgia. The story that I've got is that many years ago, the town was struggling, and somebody or a group of somebody's come together and thought, maybe if we make the buildings look like real German buildings. Let me get a little sip of my piping hot coffee here. Excuse me about that. But anyway, they said, we build the buildings like that, and then we ask a lot of the owners and workers to dress, like they're in Germany, and just basically make it look like if you closed your eyes and you opened them, you were in Germany. And y'all, they've done an excellent job. It's not a big town, and some people say, well, it's touristy. Yes, it is touristy, but through the years, there have been a lot of people move to the area that are excellent German cooks. They are excellent German candy shop owners. There are some amazing bars and bar/restaurants that are German inspired. There's a little motel that we like to stay in. There's several that we stay in, but the Riverbend, it's an older motel now. It's not a new fancy motel. It's older. Some people say, well, I want a 5-star. I don't even think there is a 5-star motel in Helen. But you can either rent a cabin, which is, they have them up on stilts because you're right beside the river. And in the summertime, you can watch, you're just steps away from the river. And you can see they have a thing where you rent inner tubes, and they take you on a bus way up the river, and you get in the water, and you float down the river till you get back to where you rented the tube, and then you get out. And if you stay at Riverbend and rent one of the cabins, then you can sit out on your back deck and watch thousands of tubers go by every day. And that's a lot of fun. And then in the wintertime, it's a lot of fun to sit out there on your deck and have you a little hot toddy and just watch the water float by. You're right there on the river, and then there's woods behind it. And it's very neat. And you're in your own little cabin up on stilts. They have one cabin on one side and one on the other, and the cabins are 2-story, and they're set up. They have a full kitchen. They have a fireplace. It's gas. They have a living room, couch, and television. Some of them have hot tubs. Some of them don't. There are steps, so, know that if you're in a wheelchair, you might have a little bit of a difficulty getting up there, but the steps aren't horrible. Or you can just stay in one of the motel rooms that's connected to a motel room, and it's a little small place. But the thing we like about it is like I said, it's right by the river, but then you can walk out the door, and if you're fairly mobile, you can use about a city block, and you are in the tiny little town of Helen. Now, let me get to a place that we love to eat. And some of y'all might think this is ridiculous, but we have more than once driven to Helen just to eat at this restaurant. It's called Mueller's Fried Cheese. I don't know if the people that own it are German or not. We've ate there so many times. Now, the fried cheese comes from one of their big appetizers is they batter a chunk of brie cheese, and they fry it, and so the outside is crunchy and seasoned perfectly, and then the inside is soft and creamy, and you've got things that you dip into it, and it's absolutely delicious. And then their schnitzel You can get schnitzel with gravy. You can get schnitzel with lemon sauce. You can get schnitzel with no sauce. You can get potato salad. They're spatzel. My daughter-in-law could go there and just eat a big bowl of the spatzel. I mean, she loves it that much. It's so good. Their desserts are pretty good, but what we like is to go to Mueller's Fried Cheese and eat. They've got a deck you can eat outside. It's a tiny little place. I think there's 5 tables on the inside and a bar. And it's right there in town where you can walk. But we like to go there and eat, and then we'll take a stroll around town. Right up from Mueller's Fried Cheese, there's a little coffee shop, and I don't know the name of it, but the coffee there is absolutely delicious. The staff at Mueller's Fried Cheese is amazing. They retain a lot of their staff. I mean, you'll go back month after month, year after year, and you'll run into the same people, and they remember you too. It's amazing. Then we'd walk up to the coffee shop, get us a nice piping hot coffee, and then we'll just walk up and down what we call the strip, the storefronts in the town. And there's still a lot of your old what we call t-shirt and souvenir shops and stuff like that. There's some bars. Luckily, it hadn't been taken over yet by the moonshine places. And it's kind of neat, too, because you don't see anywhere in the whole entire town, I don't think there is a Burger King or McDonald's or Arby's or Wendy's, any kind of fast food place at all. None. Everything the city council keeps it all local. But we'll walk up and down the strip, and then there's a couple of candy shops, and there's one right down at the very end of the strip. It's a little tiny place, and I'm going to tell y'all, we've been going there for years. They make all of their sweets homemade, and I mean, they have so many different kinds of sweets, German sweets, American sweets. But one of the things that we like, or my wife and my daughter-in-law, my son like, is they have chocolate-covered strawberries, and they make it a point to make sure that they're usually the big, juicy, fresh strawberries dipped in chocolate. They're not the mushy kind. They don't buy the day-old, triple-old strawberries. They get good, fresh, cold strawberries in there. And then if you like pralines, they have pralines in there, which is kind of like a slash candy cookie. But I love those, and they are absolutely delicious. The staff is wonderful in there. And it's neat, and it's clean. And if you can't find a sweet in there that you like, there's something wrong. But we love going to that candy shop, and then generally that's what we'll do. We'll go eat in the evening time when it's starting to get dark. We'll go to Mueller's Fried Cheese and eat, and then go get us a coffee, and then we'll mosey on over to the candy shop and get us some candy, and then we'll take it back to the motel, and we'll all sit around and just talk and laugh and joke and have a good time, eat our candy, and maybe have a glass of wine, just laugh. And we always try to stay near too. And y'all, I'm gonna tell you now, you might, once you go, you'll understand, but you're gonna have to go to understand. There's a little store in town. It is a grocery store, but it's kind of like an old general store. It's called Betty's. Oh my gosh, y'all, it is absolutely amazing. They have everything and anything you can imagine. In the back of the store, it's a small place, but in the back of the store, they have a meat counter that serves some of the finest German sausages and schnitzels and meats that you can buy to take back to your motel and prepare. Then they have a little deli, and they use real quality good meats to make their deli sandwiches. It's a small place. They give you a little paper and you fill it out and turn it in. Then they call you whenever it's ready, and they got a few tables you can eat, or you can take it back with you. We usually eat there, so it'll be hot. And they have the best sandwiches you've ever put in your mouth. They have the best sausages and meats that you've ever put in your mouth. If you're from the south or from the north and you know what grits are, right outside of town there is a grist mill that grinds corn into homemade grits, and they keep a good supply in Betty's of grits. They have unique sauces and dips and condiments. They have a huge wine selection. My wife likes the German wines, the mulled wines that have the spices in them. And then they've got something that's kind of neat that I like, and I think a lot of kids would like it too. But on the side of the store, inside, they have a beehive built there, and it's plexiglass, and you can sit there and watch the bees flying in and out from outside working their hive. And they just crawl all over it. There's hundreds or thousands of bees, and you can just sit there and watch them work it. And then if you want to have a little drink in the summertime, it's nice to go have a cold beverage. In the wintertime, it's nice to get something warm. But they have a, right outside, connected to Betty's country store, they have a bar, a small bar, and very neat. It's an outside bar, so if you're on the cold-natured side, you might want to wear like a jacket or something like that. But there's just so much to see and do. What we like about it is it's just so laid back. I mean, the atmosphere is laid back. It's chilled. If you're an adrenaline junkie, there's not a lot of that. At times when the river's up and you're tubing, it'll get your adrenaline up. Then right outside of town, there's the Cleveland, Georgia, the Baby General Hospital, where they make the Cabbage Patch baby dolls. It's just a few miles right outside of Helen, Georgia. There's a hamburger place that's amazing called Yoder's Hamburgers. There's another little deli outside that has these biscuits with the cheese and the ham baked into them, and they're crunchy and soft in the middle. They're really good. You're just near a lot of things, but we like it because it's just so laid back and relaxing. I mean, summertime, wintertime, it's just chill, it's relaxing. You get a good mix of younger, older, and everybody just seems to be super friendly and happy. So if you get a chance, try Helen. If you tried Helen, leave a comment on how much you like it. Y'all have a great weekend. Get to Helen, Georgia. A lot of campgrounds near there, a lot of great motels. Y'all take care.